Hello and welcome back to the power of the positives. I'm Silvia Hartmann, the creator of Modern Energy, Star Matrix, and I am the energy guy. Here we're dealing with our beautiful sparkling energy body, and all we do in Modern Energy is to take care and look after our energy body and find out ways in which we can make it happier, which makes all of us stronger, more resilient, and generally speaking, more fun to be with. So here we are on Unit 8, and Unit 8, the lucky number 8, is the last in the intermediate set, and next week we're going to be on the advanced level. So I've got something lovely for us today. So let's just go back to my little friend here, my big friend. So this is love, and each little mirror here is a positive, and there are many positives, many infinite numbers of beautiful positives that can bring us love and bring us joy. But the thing with the positives is that we need to experience them as positives in order for them to work. Let's just make that ball sit there. Right. Stay. It wants to come and be close to me. And I invite this. I invite in the positives always. So yeah, what are we going to do this week? I said the lucky number 8. And that's quite interesting because according to our Oriental friends, the number 8 is the luckiest number there is. There's no other number luckier than this. And of course, in the Western world, it's the number 7 that's supposed to be especially lucky. So, which is it? The power of the positives is an interesting thing. We already have an ocean of positives that can help us. We have discovered this. Things that make our energy body happier. But there are also things that kind of bring our energy body down. Those are positives that other people might think are positives, but we don't feel the same way about them. They make us depressed rather than make us happy. And that's really something that we want to start with now, which is to turn negatives into positives and thereby unlock a whole new array of positives that were never available to us before. This is something we're going to be picking up in the advanced level as well, and something to be looking forward to. But so I thought, how can we do this thing of beginning to understand that we can change the way our energy body reacts to something, to a concept, to a word, to a energetic thing or a conceptual thing, that if we had a better relationship with it, that would really help us. And my dear energy mind suggested a very curious and interesting technique. And I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you today. And I'm hoping you're going to have a really good experience with this, because it's really fascinating. So yes, let's talk about something abstract. And yet we human beings have a relationship with it. Numbers. Numbers are a funny thing on many different levels. We can think of them as symbols or as concepts or as building blocks. And if we have some numbers that make us really happy, like let's say the number 7 or the number 8, or other numbers which don't make us happy, like the number 3 or the number 5, that really is kind of strange if you think about it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to play a little game, and I'd like you to join me in this game of positives. We're going to use our ability to make choices and decisions in order to have an experience with the unconditional love of all the numbers. So let's start at the beginning with the number 1. And it just so happens that we happen to have 10 fingers on our hands. And we also have 10 toes on the ends of our feet. And by all means, just have a little wriggle of that to remind ourselves that we do. And our numeral system is based on the numbers from 1 to 10. And that's quite a fascinating thing. And what would happen if every single number was our lucky number? What would happen if that was so? Shall we try and find out? Okay. Let's start here with the number 1. I'm going to say this, and you can say this too if you like. The number 1 is my favorite number. It's my absolute favorite. It's an awesome number. It's the number of beginning. It's the number of fresh starts. The number 1 is the first step on any journey. Isn't that awesome? The number 1 is my favorite number. Oh, might as well give it a little kiss. Ah, number 1. Okay, isn't that lovely? That number 1 is my favorite number. I love it and it loves me too. And it's going to be my lucky number 1. Let's take a deep breath in and out. That was nice, wasn't it? Just a short contact with the amazingness and beauty of number 1. But we have more. Number 2 is my favorite number. That's my favorite number. It's wonderful. You know, 2 come together and they fall in love and they make a partnership and all sorts of wonderful things happen when 2 ones come together and become the number 2. And the number 2, that's also, you get 2 points and then you get a free line. A line stretching out into infinity. The number 2 is amazing. It's just amazing. You're not alone any longer. There's someone else. The number 2 is my favorite number. Deep breath in and out. The number 3. Hello, number 3. Number 3 is my favorite number. It's amazing. The 3 is the strongest construction in the universe. It gives us the triangle, which is so strong and so powerful. And it gives us a whole new dimension. The number 3 is wonderful. The number 3 is my favorite number. Do you know, number 4 is my favorite number. That is such an awesome number. 4 single points, they make a square. And that is an amazing building block for all things that we can conceive of. Number 4, what an awesome thing that is. It's so strong and square and perfect, the number 4. And it's got 2 2s inside as well. So that makes it extra special. The number 4 is so beautiful and so structural, like a crystal in its clarity and beauty. The number 4 is my favorite number. Number 5. Number 5 is my favorite number. It's my favorite number. It's a super lucky number. I love the number 5. It can form like a star It's an expansion of creativity. It's amazing. And you know, we have 5 fingers on our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the number 5 always reminds me that we can do things, that we can touch things, that we can create reality. The number 5 is my favorite number. Now, isn't that amazing? Isn't that just wonderful? 5 lucky numbers, 5 numbers that love me, 5 numbers that want to serve me. But there's more. Because number 6 is my favorite number. What an amazing number 6 is. It forms a hexagon, like the bees create, and they fit together so beautifully. And also the number 6 is made up out of these 2 strong, powerful triangles, the number 3s, and it is more than the sum of the parts. The number 6 is an amazing number, and so lucky as well, in its sort of perfection and like snowflakes and endless expression. The number 6 is definitely my favorite number. Awesome. And now we have number 7. Hello, number 7. Number 7 is my favorite number. It's awesome. 7 stairway steps to heaven. We can go into 7th heaven with the lucky number 7. The number 7 is so beautiful and intelligent and creative and expansive. It's multidimensional in nature. The number 7 is definitely my favorite number. Okay, and here we come to number 8. Hello, number 8. There you go. You're a nice number, aren't you? Yes, you are. Number 8 is my favorite number. It's so amazing, and it's not just got the 2s in it, but also the 4s and the 2 and the 6 as well. Just amazing. And it's so perfect in its shape, and the symbol for it is like round as well and flowing. The number 8 is wonderful, and it just reminds me of the joy of making a snowman as a child. The number 8 is my favorite number. And then we have the number 9. Hello, number 9. The number 9 is my favorite number. Wow. Made up out of 3 3s. The power of the triangle. Threefold. How strong and powerful and many-faceted is the number 9. It's brilliant. It's so clear and perfect. This is why the number 9 is my favorite number. And now we come to number 10. And you know what? Number 10 is my favorite number. We have 10 fingers on our hands. We have 10 toes to shape reality, to do things, to walk, to live, to dance, to make things happen, to create reality. And the number 10 has all the other numbers inside of it. It's brilliant. And not just that. The number 10 is a portal through which we walk into the universe of numbers, and there are infinite more beautiful numbers, which are all special, all unique, and all wonderful. And that's why number 10 is my favorite number. So now I have a conceptual thing for you. We have 10, and each one of them is my favorite number. Now, how does that work? Do you have that much love inside of you that you can love 10 things all at the same time with the same intensity, and each one of them is your absolute favorite? And then when we bring them together, to allow that love and energy to take a shift to the next level, where really all is equally loved, unconditionally, for its own power, for its own strength, and for its own beauty. And here we can briefly assume the heart position. And connect with the power of the positives, of what it might be like when all things are loved like that, where everything is your favorite, every time, always. And there's no number left behind, there's no finger left behind, there's no aspect of creation that isn't loved and loving us right back. Because the more you love, the more love comes to you. It's a simple thing as that. I hope you have enjoyed this exercise. I certainly have. I really enjoyed this. It is a base pattern that you can apply to all things. If you have 10 children, you can apply it to that. You can take the first child and say, you are my favorite. You are amazing. You are so creative and intelligent. And the second child, you are my absolute favorite. You are so reasonable and rational. And the third child, you are amazing. You are my absolute favorite. Because we can actually do that. We can love at a totally different level than we have been practicing so far. We have so much love inside of us to find ways to let that flow and to give it, and to, through that loving, make that connection to the power of the positives is a most wonderful thing. And in terms of the lucky numbers, just imagine all the numbers in the universe were smiling upon you, and they are all your lucky numbers. No prejudice, unconditionally. And they all flow to you, become your power, become your strength, become a part of your supporting crew that helps guide you through the world and through this experience of living here. I do love this pattern. If you're an artist, or if you're not, try this with the colors of the rainbow and make each one your favorite too. There is something beautiful that happens when everything is not being judged anymore, when everything isn't being put in a hierarchy of loveliness, but everything sort of becomes raised by your love and expands and blossoms. Then we are really beginning to tap into the true power of the positives. I hope you have enjoyed our Unit 8, and I look forward to seeing you next week for the first in the advanced set of the power of the positives. From me, Silvia Hartmann, lots of love, and I'll see you soon. Bye.